Hey guys, how are you all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. Also, welcome back to LEGO Week. Today what I have for you guys is another movie review, and yes, we're going to be reviewing the LEGO Ninjago movie. I'm going to be reviewing it, but then I'm also going to be talking about some misconceptions as to why I think that this movie is massively hated, and I think for no reason. I think this is a hugely underrated film, and it's just as good as the first two. So, of course, if you've seen my other reviews, the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie, this is the same thing. Excellent animation. All the bricks flying around, all the stuff that the minifigs can now do with their arms instead of just doing this. It's perfect. The comedy, just like the first two, all ages comedy. You're going to be laughing at everything in sight, essentially, and everything that the writers do, so great job to the writers. But really, everything really clicks together, in my opinion, with the comedy. I think, again, it's great. It works for all ages, and it plays for, many different reasons, which I'll get into in a minute. But it's also got great voice work by, Jackie Chan and Justin Theroux and Dave Franco and Michael Pena. All these guys are perfect as these characters, and of course, you get the plot, right? It's very simple. You got Garmadon, who's taking over the city. You got Lloyd, who's trying to fight him, and the ninja, but also he's trying to reconnect with his dad because he feels like, he needs someone else in his life to be with him, essentially. And he always gets bullied because his dad is the worst guy ever. So, everything in this movie works for me. I really, really love it. And again, I cannot understand the hate. I just don't understand. And I know there's some of you who agree with me on this. I love the Lego Ninjago movie. I'm proud to say that. I don't care what anyone else thinks. Critics hate it. F critics. I say what I say goes. The Lego Ninjago movie, in my opinion, is an amazing movie for all ages. So, of course, I'm going to give it an A+. I love this movie. So, now that my little quick review is over, because you kind of know what I'm going to say at this point, I want to get into a few misconceptions. This won't take too long, but I want to just kind of say some things that a lot of people are saying they hate the movie. So, the first thing is that it's not all bricks. Now, of course, the Lego movie was all bricks. The Lego Batman movie was not all bricks. No one seemed to care because the water was, real water and all that type of stuff. This movie, the real water, real clouds, real bamboo, real grass, all that stuff. And the reason why is no, they're not lazy. It's because Charlie Bean, one of the directors, there's 3 directors, great job, guys. He said that it felt right to have bricks and, natural elements to fit in with his kung fu Zen storyline, and I think it's perfect. And again, the Lego movie is all bricks because Finn is playing with bricks in his basement. That's all he has to work with. Lego Batman movie doesn't matter, and Lego Ninjago movie matters because Mr. Liao, Jackie Chan, in the live-action scene, he actually goes in and essentially is ultimately, telling this little kid, who's essentially Lloyd, what's happening and, how Mr. Liao got that scratch on his hand by the cat, Meowthra. So really, the reason why it's not all bricks is A, because of what Charlie Bean said, but also it's because Mr. Liao is telling this little kid what happened. So whenever you see Meowthra attacking Ninjago City, Mr. Liao is telling the kid what happened to him. Either Mr. Liao was playing with his bricks, or his kid was, or whatever, because Lego is for all ages. So essentially, minus the Lloyd and Garmadon father storyline, that's the kid part, the adult part, Mr. Liao, whenever the cat attacks, Mr. Liao took the cat because he was breaking his set and the cat scratched him, so that's why he, is showing his kid, or not his kid, but the kid, so really, the whole framing device isn't just there because they're stupid and they want to make a live action. It's because it plays a part into the movie, which is perfect in my eyes. I mean, it's not confirmed, but I mean, if you have common sense, you go, oh, that's why he's a scratch, because, the cat was messing up. So Mr. Liao was telling the kid what happened to him. A little story time, so it's perfect. And that's why there's not all bricks. No pop culture. Lego movie's full of pop culture. That's because the Lego movie, everything goes, right? It doesn't matter. Lego Batman movie, now of course, it's the Lego Batman movie, not the Lego Batman and other properties movie, so I'm not, if you saw my review, I don't really like the fact that they had all these random non-DC characters in there, but it worked, so I'm fine with it in the end. Lego Ninjago movie, thankfully, is just the Lego Ninjago movie, so they're just having Ninjago stuff. They're having Ninjago TV show, Ninjago movie stuff. And of course, other kung fu movies and monster movies, because that is the pop culture. So for everyone saying there's no pop culture in this movie, I don't really know what you're saying, because there is pop culture. It's everywhere. You just need to know the references, and I know the references. They're in there, trust me. This isn't the show. A lot of people hate it because it's not the show. Now look, guys, I love the show. but I also love the movie, and I'm glad they went this way, because the Ninjago canon is very action-packed and very dramatic. The LEGO Cinematic Universe, the LEGO Ninjago movie version, is in that universe, so it's action, and it's freaking hilarious. It's definitely not the show, and that's great, because it shows that you can have something that's Ninjago, dark and, serious and, for all ages, basically. But then you also have the movie, which is, action-packed and flippin' hilarious all the way through. I mean, it's just so funny. And I'm glad it's not the show. Having a new breath of fresh air really works, in my opinion. And I really love that about it. So yeah, it's not the show. But for people hating it because it isn't, that's just kind of lame, isn't it? I mean, come on. It is for what it is. Take it. There's the Ninjago canon, and there's the LEGO Ninjago movie canon, which is part of the LCU. They're different. Get used to it. We also have the show. The movie is not funny. It's just not funny. It is funny. I don't know why people are saying it's not funny. It's funny for all ages. Every few seconds, you will laugh. Whether it's a sight gag, whether it's something that, Garminon or Wu or Lloyd or Jay or Zane, Cole, whatever they said, it's funny. But there's also, the reason why the LEGO Batman movie was extra funny was because it ripped off a Batman. This is what the LEGO Ninjago movie is doing. It's ripping off the Ninjago TV show, taking cracks from that, taking cracks from the Ninjago movie, and of course Ninja history itself with Jackie Chan movies and monster movies with Meowthra. So really it is flipping hilarious, but you just need to know the references. And of course, that's basically it. I mean, there's a few things that I'll go into in the future, but yeah, this is a hugely underrated movie. I absolutely adore the LEGO Ninjago movie, and of course I'm going to give it an A+. So there's a lot of more weird reasons why people hate this movie, but in effect I really love it. It's hugely underrated, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. So for everyone who's hating it because they don't understand it, and then you'll like it. I'm guaranteeing it. So yeah, guys, I love it so much. Thank you so much for watching. I love the LEGO movie, I love the Batman movie, and the Ninjago movie. Again, Ninjago is hugely underrated. I love it to death, and I hope you guys too. So again, tell me in the comments if you give it an F or an A+ using my scale. And again, thank you much for watching, and keep enjoying LEGO Week, and we'll see you guys in the next video.